Lancome po of Lancome Views. Today, we will feature a phone brand that usually give out specs beyond the price we pay, ang Poco. We were hyped right from the start with Poco Phone F1, then recently the Poco X3, then Poco proudly announced the Poco M3. This phone is their entry for their low-end arena of mobile phones. Phones on low-end or budget phones are now getting competitive as the phones now get better hardware suitable for our necessary mobile needs. Para simulan ito, here are some notable specs ng Poco M3. Ang processor na Snapdragon 662 octa-core, 4GB of RAM, 64 or 128GB of storage, 48MP camera with 2MP macro and depth cameras, 6.53-inch 1080p display. Ito ay merong dual loudspeaker. For the battery, a 6,000 mAh with 18-watt charging. And all of this for 6,990 pesos to 7,990 pesos. Ito ang simple yellow box ng Poco M3. It is a simple sliding box with notable specs sa ilalim. Inside the small box contains the SIM ejector tool, clear case, warranty card, and user guide. On the next layer, we have the Poco M3 phone. Ito ay wrapped in plastic with some written specifications. Sa loob ng compartment, we have the charging brick, ang USB-A to USB-C cable, and as you can see, we have a protected film installed already in the phone. The case included is tight. Edges and camera are well protected. This is the Poco M3. Ang mayroon tayo ay ang cool blue, also available in yellow and black. We have a single color throughout the body, and the black panel on the top containing the cameras and the big Poco logo. The body is a texture that mimics leather. Good thing you will not have a problem on your fingerprint marks. Ang panel naman sa top ay smooth plastic. On the side, it is matte in texture. Ang body niya is made of plastic from the sides to the back part. Sa size naman, 6.4 inches tall and 3 inches wide na may nipis na 0.38 inches. It is quite light for a 6,000 mAh battery phone at 198 grams. Tignan naman natin ang sides ng phone. Sa bottom part, a microphone, USB port for charging and data transfer that is also OTG capable, and the first loudspeaker. Sa top naman, we have the secondary microphone, headphone port, and IR blaster. Meron din tayong holes na related sa ating secondary speaker. Sa left side naman ng phone, we have a SIM tray and the SIM tray keyhole. It has a dual SIM tray and another slot for micro SD card. On the right side, the power button that is also the fingerprint scanner and the volume keys. At the back, we have 3 cameras enclosed on a rounded rectangular, the Poco logo, and these are enclosed again on a bigger rounded rectangle. In front, a Corning Gorilla Glass branded screen. Front-facing camera at the top center giving a water drop shaped notch. We have the ambient light and proximity sensor, and at the topmost, the ear speaker, and also located din dito ang secondary speaker. Ang Poco M3 has a 6.53-inch IPS display measured diagonally, 1080p at 395 pixel per inch. With this, you can watch media content up to 1080p. We have a cutout on the display at the center. You can easily enjoy your media content on this phone dahil maganda and crisp ang visuals ng Poco M3. This display is quite nice, konti lang ang mga 1080p phones at this price point. Poco M3 ay mayroong 2 loudspeaker giving listening a stereo experience when watching in landscape. It is louder than the average and does not crack at hindi matinis ang sound kahit naka full volume. I noticed lang, mas louder ang right main speaker ng Poco M3. Mayroon din siyang 3.5mm headphone port para magamit ang mga favorite nating headset. As a communication device, it can connect to 2G, 3G, and 4G cellular networks. This phone is very capable for stable internet data and also voice calls. For Wi-Fi, it is dual band capable of 2.4 and 5 GHz network. It has Bluetooth 5.0 and can also be a Wi-Fi hotspot. It also has a good set of location tools para magamit sa mga navigation apps. For the phone sensors, ito ay may accelerometer, proximity sensor, compass, and fingerprint sensor for security. Fingerprint detection is fairly fast. Located ito sa side as you can unlock it even placed on a table. For location sensor, it has a GPS, GLONASS, and BDS. Now, let us go to the software. This one is running Android 10 with MIUI 12 on top. This is a customized Android giving extra features tulad ng dual apps, to use the same app with different accounts. Take note that we do not have the second space feature usually found on Xiaomi phones. From the home screen, you can navigate using the buttons or gestures. Also, from the home screen, you can swipe up for the app drawer, swipe down for the notifications, and switch toggle. And from the app drawer, you can swipe from left to right to access segregated apps depending on the category type of the app. You can do split screen to use two apps ng sabay. Opening the phone for the first time, you can see na maraming pre-installed apps. Pwede naman itong ma-uninstall if hindi gagamitin. Mayroon ding ads na lumalabas from time to time sa mga apps like App Installer, Themes, Music Player, at iba pang native apps ng MIUI. We have here a theme store, battery and memory manager, screen recording tool, and also ang remote control app utilizing the IR blaster to control some appliances. Overall, MIUI is very intuitive to use, nice to look at maraming extra features na maibibigay ng Xiaomi Poco M3. For battery and charging, ito ay may 6,000 mAh battery, quite big for today's standards. This is where the phone shines at it has big battery and is working efficiently. It can last for 2 days on communication functions, social media, long play watching of videos, online meetings, and even games. Using the 18-watt charger, it can fully charge the phone for about 2 hours and 30 minutes. Equipped with Snapdragon 662 and Adreno 610 graphics, it can do some games, mostly on low settings para maging playable ito smoothly, lalo na sa mga high graphics one. This phone is also equipped with Poco's Game Turbo. It gives the phone optimization for gaming and some tools to assist while you are gaming, like application shortcuts, notification blocking, screen capture tools, voice changer, and screen sleep. I tested it on some games and here are some gaming samples. On Call of Duty, best played on medium settings. As you can see, no lags tayo and very smooth ang gameplay natin sa settings na ito. Accurate naman ang response on every commands.
Target's inside. Missile on standby.
On Mobile Legends, we can do high graphic settings. Wala nga lang tayong high frame rate sa ngayon. Possible once the game is optimized with Snapdragon 662, this will get enabled on the future updates. Pero as I play, it's very smooth and wala naman tayong masyadong lags na na-encounter. Next naman, Genshin Impact. On default setting niya na low, madaming frame skips and stutter tayong na-experience. Medyo hirap siya sa Genshin Impact. But to lessen the lags, we can set it to the lowest settings. With these graphic settings, mas acceptable ang gameplay ng Genshin Impact. Oddly, Asphalt 9 sana itetest natin pero it is not available on the Play Store sa phone na ito. Possibly na hindi pa nga optimized ang mga games sa Snapdragon 662. Now, punta naman tayo sa photography. Mayroon tayong 48 megapixel main camera na may 2 megapixel depth camera and 2 megapixel macro lens. Sa front naman, meron tayong 8 megapixel camera. Ang camera software ay may simple look, yet it has lots of camera modes. On the toggle sa taas, we have the flash, HDR, AI-aided photography, filters, then the More button to open the settings menu. We can change the photo ratio, set the timer, the settings, movie frame border, grid lines, and straighten tool. Dito din maa-access ang macro mode for close-up shots and set a time burst shot. This is for multiple shots on a specific time. Our main modes are as follows. Default ang main photo mode, then to the left is video mode and pro mode. Then to the right naman is portrait and more, where you can access the night shot, 48 megapixel shot, short video, panorama, document shot that works like a scanner, slow motion, and time-lapse. Sa front-facing camera naman, we also have most of the features na mayroon ang back camera. And here are some sample photos taken from the Poco M3. Now to wrap up this overview, what are the main advantages ng Poco M3? First, the battery. This 6,000 mAh battery lasts long. For casual users, it will last up to 2 days. Next, ang 1080p screen. There are only few that offers 1080p for this price. Ang next, ang dual speaker, as it makes the multimedia experience more immersive. And its low price. This is a very capable phone for 7,000 to 8,000 pesos. Lalo na if you can get the 1,000 pesos off during flash sales. Para kanino ang phone na ito? Ito ay para sa mga users na ayaw lagi nagcha-charge dahil matagal ang battery life ng Poco M3. Ito din ay para sa mga mahilig manood ng videos as it gives great display and great loudspeaker sound. Para ito sa mga gusto ng great value for a lower budget as it can do smartphone tasks for your daily needs with a low price tag. As observed lang, there are games that are not yet compatible with this phone. There can be improvements on the snappiness of the phone. Possibly, there are more optimizations that can be done by Xiaomi and Poco with Poco M3. We will wait for the updates, Poco. Overall, this is a great phone. From its looks and its functions, sulit ang bayad natin dito. As this is a low-priced phone, let us expect functions expected on this tier. If you demand a stronger smartphone environment, you might consider its bigger sibling, the Poco X3, as this gives great value for its price. It's nice to see Poco cover the lower end, mid-range, and flagship tiers, as it gives great value with its products on these different price segments. Kumpleto na ang family ng Poco. Ito ang bunso ng Poco, ang Poco M3. Palagay ninyo, do you consider Poco M3 as your next device? Please comment on the section below. I hope nakatulong ang overview video na ito para somehow ma-experience ninyo ang phone sa panonood lamang. Requesting you to subscribe to Lanicom Views and turn on notifications to this channel. Follow nyo din sa FB, Twitter, and Instagram ang Lanicom Views. Comment lang din kayo at pag-usapan natin ang mga views ninyo and learn from each other. This is Lanicom of Lanicom Views. Hanggang sa muli!